Hello again, and yes, another video of my metal detecting finds. Where to start this month? Well, I just want to quickly mention the XP Deus detector I've got. I really rate it. I installed the version 4. I love that because it's got the hot programming with full tones, and I'm used to that anyway. Now I use a Garrett Carrot pinpointer, which is a great bit of kit, but I was wondering about the new XP MI6 wireless pinpointer. So I phoned up Nigel at Regston's, where I bought the Deus from. I asked him questions, very knowledgeable, very helpful, so I decided to get one, and I'm not disappointed. I really do like it. Now, for those of you that's got a Deus and are thinking about getting the MI6 pinpointer, there's a video out. I'll put a link in the description as well as a link to Regston. And the video on the pinpointer goes through everything, and it's a really good video to watch. So now we'll move on then to the finds. A whole range of finds from pre-decimal all the way down, silver hammets and Roman. So without further ado, let's see what we got. Bye for now. Okay, here are the items laid out. They're in a rough date order, most recent top left. Quite a few little videos to go with them. So we start with this. Now that is a 1948 George VI half crown. Now when they were made, they would look silver, but they're actually made of copper nickel. So once it gets in the ground, it tarnishes and it's done for. But there's still a lot of detail on that. Still in there. Oh, there. Wow. Half crown, 1948. Moving down to 1910, we've got an Edward VII 1 penny, and that's in bronze. Ah, is that something disc-like? Penny, I would think. Looks like 1910. It's a find. The most recent silver coin is this Queen Victoria silver 3 pence, and that's sterling silver, so it's 92.5%. Now try by the top, close to the top. Now we're on it. Oh, there.
What is that? Ooh, silver threepence. Wow, never had one of those before. Beautiful. Can't wait to give that a gentle clean up. 1858. Wow, nice one. Next we have a King George III copper halfpenny. Really nice detail on that. And that is 1806. We now move on to this. Do you know what that is? Because I'd found a few in the past and didn't know what they were, but then there was a guy next to me who said, "Ah, that's interesting. It's forged iron and it's called a foot or a shoe paten. P-A-T-T-E-N. Basically, it's a protective overshoe worn in the Middle Ages right through to the early 20th century. They would have a wooden and metal sole plate, and on there you'd have leather or cloth bands, and basically you'd tie them round your shoe. So you'd see ladies walking down the dirty, filthy streets wearing these, nearly breaking their necks, hitching the skirts up, and it was to keep the shoes clean. Now we move across to the obligatory buttons, but this little thing here, when it came out the ground, I thought it was a little pistol ball, but it's actually a button. Well, got a signal, not the best of signals, but I've decided to dig it. And it's in the clod. Come on, trusty pinpointer. There she be. It feels round. I think it could be a musket ball, pistol ball even. It looks very small, yes. Oh. No. I think it could be a very small domed button. And again, musket balls, more lead musket balls. Yep, still there. That's it though. That's a fair old size. This is a thimble. The top's broken off, and I know a guy who is an expert in thimbles, and I asked him what it was, and he said it was 13 to 1400s copper alloy thimble, and the pit marks, which are in columns, actually gives the date away. So that's really a very old thimble. Right on it now. There it is. Oh. Am I thinking that could that be a thimble? Am I on camera? was not a good signal at all, really. Well, it was breaking up a lot. Get the soil out, come on. Well. And then next we have this copper alloy medieval buckle. That dates between 1250 and 1350. Now I found one months ago, and I mentioned on the video I've got one the same, and there it is there, and that's its big brother, if you like. At last. Phew. Well, that is very nice. I've got one nearly identical, so I can, if I find it at home, I'll put it side by side. And that is a medieval copper alloy buckle. So nice little detail on there. That was elusive. And it's like golf. If you play golf, you play some terrible shots and you think, what am I doing here? And then you smack one down the middle, or whack it on the green, or sink a long putt, and you think, yes. Well, that's a bit like detecting. You think, what am I doing here? I'm cold, I'm wet, I'm hot, I'm sweaty, whatever. Pulling up rubbish, and then, wow, makes it worthwhile. Okay, serious age now. We move down to the hammies, the hammered silver. And the first one is English hammered silver penny, Edward I, and that's late 1200s. Well, the ground's very flinty. You've heard that before on my videos, I'm sure. I've got a signal, not great, dug down, then I lost it, then it seemed to move. But there's something in the side wall here. I'll just get the camera on it, and there's some detail, and I can't, I'm thinking it'll be a button, but it could be a coin, so we'll see. I'm going to take my glove off. Fingers crossed. That is a silver hammered coin. Get in there. The next one, it was quite badly damaged when I brought it out the ground, but I've managed to anneal it and straighten it out. And that's a Scottish hammered silver penny, and it's Alexander III, and that's the mid 1200s. Where are you? Ah, there we have something sort of disc-like. I do believe that's a hammered coin, a hammered silver coin. And the signal was very choppy indeed. Oh, can you see that? Here we have a Roman coin, and it's Constantine, and that dates to the early 300s. I see it. That looks like a Roman coin. Oh yes, oh yes. And some good detail on that. And this is actually a bronze silver washed coin, and it's called a radiate, and it's a radiate of Posthumous, and that dates to the mid 200s. Well, I'm out on a dig today. Just walked in the field, literally 5 minutes in, and see if I can get it in. We have well, it's not neatly circular, but that is a hammered coin of some kind. Get in, 5 minutes in. Well, I've got to say, I'm out here detecting. Look at that view. And I will say, for those of you that can retire, do it. And the final item here is a Roman brooch. Now, I found a couple of the Roman bow fibulas, but this is called a disc brooch for obvious reasons. And you might be able to see there a little bit of colour. That's called mille fiori. That's Italian. Mille, thousands, fiori, flowers. And it's basically a form of enamelled brooch. I've got some images from the PAS Portable Antiquities Scheme database, and it shows you some that are really highly decorative. I've been chasing this signal around, as you can see, but the new pinpointer, which I really like, the XP pinpointer, has zoomed in. So I'm right on it there, whatever it is. Come on. Ooh. Is that, could it be a brooch? Yes, it is. I would say. Oh, I can see little flecks of red in there, I think. Super job. Nice one.